You are probably eating at least one of these today. And every time you do, your energy crashes, your focus disappears, and you blame it on not sleeping enough. Most people who struggle with energy spend their time trying to fix their sleep, drink more coffee, or push through the afternoon crash. But the crash is not coming from how much you slept, it is coming from what you ate. And the foods responsible are not the obvious ones. They are the ones most people eat every single day without a second thought. We are going to go through 5 of them, not processed junk that everyone already knows to avoid. 5 foods that sound fine, look fine, and feel fine until about an hour after you eat them. And once you understand exactly what they are doing inside your body, you will never look at them the same way again. Number 1, fruit juice. Not soda, not energy drinks, fruit juice. The thing that has been marketed as healthy for decades. Here is the problem. When you eat a whole piece of fruit, the fiber inside it slows down how fast the sugar enters your bloodstream. The sugar release is gradual, your energy stays stable, and your body handles it easily. When you drink fruit juice, you get all of that sugar with none of the fiber. It enters your bloodstream almost instantly. Your blood sugar spikes fast, your body panics and releases a surge of insulin to deal with it, and then your blood sugar crashes hard below where it started. That crash is what you feel as tiredness, brain fog, and the sudden urge to eat something sweet again to bring yourself back up. A single glass of orange juice can contain as much sugar as several whole oranges, with almost none of the fiber that makes those oranges tolerable for your blood sugar. You think you are starting the day with something healthy. You are actually starting the day with a guaranteed energy crash before 10 a.m. The fix is not complicated. Eat the fruit instead of drinking it. The fiber that nature put inside it is not there by accident. It is there specifically to slow down the sugar and keep your energy stable. Remove the fiber, and you turn one of the healthiest things you can eat into something that behaves almost identically to a can of soda in your bloodstream. Number 2, white bread and white rice. These two are so common that most people never question them. But white bread and white rice have had most of their fiber removed during processing. What is left is almost pure starch that your body breaks down into sugar incredibly fast. The effect on your blood sugar is almost identical to eating a spoonful of pure sugar. Fast spike, fast insulin response, fast crash. The only difference is that white bread and white rice feel like a real meal, so you never suspect them. You finish lunch, feel fine for 30 minutes, and then hit a wall at 2 p.m. wondering why you cannot concentrate. It was the bread. Think about how many times you have blamed the afternoon slump on not sleeping well the night before. How many times was it actually the sandwich you had for lunch? The white bread around it digested so fast that by the time you sat back down at your desk, your blood sugar was already falling. Switching to whole grain bread, brown rice, or sweet potato does not mean eating perfectly. It just means the same amount of food takes significantly longer to digest, the sugar enters your bloodstream gradually, and your energy stays stable instead of spiking and crashing. Same meal, completely different energy response. The change is smaller than most people think, and the difference in how you feel by 3 p.m. is significant. Number 3, flavored yogurt. This one surprises most people because yogurt has a strong health reputation. Plain yogurt is genuinely good for you. High in protein, good for digestion, low in sugar. But flavored yogurt, the kind that comes in small, colorful cups with fruit on the bottom or mixed in, is often closer to dessert than health food. A single serving of flavored yogurt can contain 20 to 30 grams of added sugar. That is more than most chocolate bars. And because the yogurt itself makes it feel like a health food, most people never read the label. They eat it as a snack thinking they are being disciplined, and then wonder why their energy drops an hour later. This is one of the most common traps in the health food industry. Take something genuinely nutritious, add enough sugar to make it taste like a treat, keep the health branding on the packaging, and most people will never question it. The word yogurt on the label does all the work. The ingredients list tells a completely different story. Plain yogurt with real fruit added by you is a completely different product. The protein in the yogurt slows digestion, the natural sugar in the fruit is accompanied by fiber, and your blood sugar stays stable. The difference is not the yogurt, it is what was added to it before it reached you. Number 4. Sports drinks. Unless you are an elite athlete training for 2 or more hours at high intensity, sports drinks are doing nothing for your energy except spiking and crashing it. They were designed for professional athletes replacing electrolytes after extreme exertion. They were not designed for someone walking to the gym, doing a 45-minute workout, and walking home. Most sports drinks contain 30 to 40 grams of sugar per bottle. For the average person in the average workout, that sugar hits your bloodstream fast, triggers an insulin response, and leads to the same energy crash you were trying to avoid. The electrolytes in them are real, but the amount of sugar required to deliver them is not necessary for normal exercise. The marketing around sports drinks is specifically designed to make you feel like you need them to perform. Bright colors, athlete endorsements, words like hydration, performance, and replenishment. None of that changes what is actually in the bottle. For most people, most of the time, drinking a sports drink before or during a normal workout is just a sugar hit with a sports logo on it. Water handles hydration for most workouts perfectly. If you genuinely need electrolytes after intense training, a small amount of coconut water or an electrolyte tablet with no added sugar does the job without the blood sugar crash. Number 5. Granola and granola bars. Granola has one of the strongest health reputations of anything on this list. Oats, nuts, dried fruit, it sounds like exactly what you should be eating. And in small amounts with no added sugar, it can be. The problem is that most commercial granola and granola bars are coated in honey, syrup, or sugar to make them taste good and hold together. A standard granola bar can contain 20 to 35 grams of sugar. Eaten on an empty stomach or as a snack between meals, that sugar hits fast and hard. The oats slow things down slightly compared to pure sugar, but not enough to prevent the crash that follows. Most people grab a granola bar mid-morning as a healthy snack to keep their energy up, and then hit their worst energy point of the day an hour later, wondering what went wrong. The reason granola bars are so effective at this is the same reason flavored yogurt is. The health reputation does the heavy lifting. Nobody questions a granola bar the way they would question a chocolate bar, even though the sugar content is often identical. The packaging looks like a health decision. The ingredients list tells a different story. Reading the label before buying granola or granola bars is the entire solution. Anything with sugar, honey, syrup, or glucose listed in the first 3 ingredients is going to cause a crash. Versions with no added sugar and a higher protein content behave completely differently in your body and actually do what you thought the original was doing. Here is what all 5 of these have in common. None of them are obvious. None of them are what people typically think of when they think about eating badly. They all have health reputations that make them easy to eat without questioning. And they all work through the same mechanism. A fast blood sugar spike followed by an inevitable crash that leaves you tired, foggy, and reaching for the next thing to bring you back up. Your energy is not broken. Your sleep is probably not the problem. The answer is almost always in what you ate in the last 2 hours. If this changed how you think about your energy levels, hit the like button. Not for the algorithm, but so this reaches the people who have been blaming themselves for being tired when the answer was always on their plate. Subscribe for more science explained simply. And click the video on your screen right now because the next one is already waiting for you.